Hey, welcome to my latest series of videos. So this series has been inspired by a couple friends of mine and just some clients that I meet out and about that they always say one thing they struggle with is trying to fit exercise into their day. They say they don't have time, they go to work, by the time they get home from work, they have to get things ready for dinner, they have kids, maybe they have to run the kids to and from, and by the time that everything's done and the kids are in bed or their day is done and they're ready for bed, they're exhausted and they don't have any energy. So I thought, you know what, you can fit exercise into your day. When I was a health coach, I used to tell people all the time, fit that exercise into your day, just do these very simple things. So what I've done here is I've created a series of 6 videos, and each of these videos are things that take 5 minutes or less that you can do throughout the day. If you want to do it once, great. If you're feeling really good and you want to do it again sometime throughout the day, that's awesome, do that. But basically, it's a no excuses, less than 5-minute workout, strength training focus. Of course, it doesn't give you that cardio that you still need, recommended 3 to 5 times a week. But the strength training, I'm going to give you that right here. This first exercise is focused on upper body, but you get a little bit of legs as well. Now these next 6 videos I'm going to do in full regular clothing. I've even got my boots on, so exactly what you might be wearing throughout the day. I do work at a gym. I'm not going to wear this at the gym, but this isn't for people who work at a gym. This is for people who are working somewhere else and say they don't have time, but they have breaks throughout the day. So this first set of exercises, if you are at work, I've put these together for some teachers that use textbooks for these. However, if you are not, don't have textbooks, but maybe you're at home, I've got myself some pinto beans and SpaghettiOs. These are my weights. So find whatever you've got to use as weights. Now I did just see that my little cheat sheet here just shut off, so give me a second while I turn it back on. Today's series consists of, 4 separate exercises. Again, I need the 2 cans and I need a chair. That's it. Super easy, less than 5 minutes. First exercise we do, grab those cans or your weights. Now, this is where you get your lower body involved. You're going to sink down into a wall sit right here. And in a wall sit, you want your knees to be basically at a 90-degree angle. You're going to be leaning back, not leaning forward. I know as we get tired, we do this, which doesn't help anything. So focus on that posture. Take a can in each hand. To begin, you're just going to raise those arms all the way up and bring them back down. Now again, I just have cans. I have a can of pinto beans and I have a can of SpaghettiOs. So for me, it's pretty easy. Might not be super easy, especially if you're using textbooks. And if you're using textbooks, I encourage you to turn those palms up right here. You can do the same with cans as well. Just kind of gives you a little well-rounded shoulder raise there. Now again, if you find that they're super easy, you can slow it down. We've done about half of them right now. And then you can always pause for a count of 3, bring them back down. Again, slow and controlled. Flip those palms if you'd like to. Bring it back up slower. Bring it back down. For the sake of this video, I'm going to give you 10 of them, which means I've got 2 more to go. I would encourage you to do 10 or 12. And again, take them at a nice, comfortable pace. Slowing it down definitely makes it harder. Holding them out front definitely makes it harder. Perfect. That was nice. Now bring yourself up from the wall sit. Your legs should feel really good. Next exercise, we're going to take it out to a lateral raise. We're standing. Suck those abs in, roll those shoulders back. Bring your arms out to the side. Bring them back down. Again, you're going to do 10 to 12 of these. And take them slower to make them harder. And hold them a little bit longer, again, if you're like, oh, this is so easy. So basically, when you first get started, you might want to start with 10 to 12. And then as they get harder, hold them out, bring them up slower. So here's a nice slow, 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 slow. And bring it back down. I mean, I can already feel that's a little bit harder than before. Again, that puts us, this is just over halfway, because I'm doing 10, but I would encourage you to do 12. And you only need to run through this once if that's all you have time for. If you have time, do it a second time. If you've got a couple different breaks throughout the day, you can do it once and then come back and do it again. This might be 8. You know what? You'll know that counting is not my strong suit. So we'll just go with that. Yeah, 1 more. Hopefully it puts me at 10. Who knows? Maybe it's more than that. I don't really know. All right, we've got a couple more exercises. I lost the cheat sheet once again. You'd think I'd have this memorized by now. Oh. All right, so now, this is a longer one. We're only gonna do 8 of these. Still with those cans, still standing tall. Bring them out front, take them out to the side, squeeze those shoulder blades as you go back, and bring them back in front and lower it down. Now, if you're really feeling enthusiastic and you're like, like to get some lower body in here as well, you can do these from that wall sit as well. Once again, out to the front. That makes it a little harder to squeeze those shoulder blades together, but you still can press your shoulder blades back into the wall and feel those upper back muscles work as well. So again, always focus on that nice posture, working those shoulders, getting that strong upper body. Aren't you feeling good? Don't you love the fact that you can do these in whatever the heck you're wearing, wherever you are? 4? You know what? I have no idea. It might have been 4, it might have been 5. We'll pretend like it was 4. So that would be 5, so I've got 3 more to go. There's only one more exercise after this, I think. Yep, that's right. So at this point, you're probably thinking, this is really easy. It is, but it's still exercise, and it's still working those muscles, and no excuses. All right, that was it. That was 8. So I'm going to set these aside. The last exercise we need to do uses our chair. If you really, really want to get down on the ground, you can. That would be totally awesome. But basically, we're going for 10, I think 10. Ooh, yep, 10 chair push-ups. Couple options. So this is always the first option I give people. Your hands are on the seat of the chair. However, if you're struggling with that, because we did just do a bunch of shoulder work, you can turn it around and put your hands on the top of the chair. Same idea, again, go for that plank position. All I want you to do is 10. You get a nice little chest press. You work those shoulders a little bit more. You get those triceps engaged. Of course, you're holding that plank position so your abs are nice and tight as well. And you know what? Hopefully you're not even breaking a sweat, which is great because you can go right back to work when you're done with these. To be honest with you, that might have been 6. I was going to flip it around at halfway. I have no idea. I love when I'll go back and watch the video later. You're like, how many did I do? Who knows? We'll give it one more for good measure. There you go. That is day 1 of my series. I've got 5 more less than 5-minute videos to give you. This was a little longer than 5 because I had to give you that intro. But come on back because the next 6 or next 5 are going to be less than 5 minutes long. So go out there, get fit, have fun. I'll see you next time.